I don't compare myself to nobody, honestly. I'm just me. Like, that's just how it is, you know. Confident in the skin that I'm in, confident in all of this stuff, you know. I did my makeup, y'all. Y'all like it? I like it. Period. Hey YouTube, it's your girl DyamineLashai coming at you guys with another banger video. But you know the vibes. If you're bored and have time, follow my Instagram, both main and spam. Shop for my clothing line, link is in the description. Also, like and comment on this video and subscribe. We are on the road to 1K subscribers, but as of right now, we are a little over halfway there. So sit back and enjoy this video. Period. Hey YouTube, it's me and I'm back with another video. In this video I will be doing episode 2 of the girls series. You know what it is. In this episode we are going to be talking self-love and confidence. You know, it kind of makes me sad when I see girls who don't have self-love, who's always putting people down because they don't have self-love. And so I just wanted to tell you guys like my points on how to have self-love, or like what you can do to work on it. Like, it's not going to be easy. It's not easy. A majority of the stuff is faking it until you make it type stuff, especially with confidence. Like, confidence do not come easy at all. It don't. Let's say you just now getting into makeup and you don't want to go out and just show the world that you're doing makeup type stuff. Like, you have to fake like you're confident in what you're doing. You just really have to fake like you're confident, because the more you fake it, the more you will believe it. You know, like, of course you're not going to be confident when you just now starting to do something. You just have to push yourself out there. You have to get out your comfort zone a lot. You do. Yeah. So anyways, we're going to go through these points. I have it written down because I really don't want this video to be long, and I really don't want my stuff to be all over the place. So what we're going to talk about is what is self-love. Self-love to me is where you pretty much love yourself. Not like you're cocky and you're trying to put somebody down and you have to put somebody down in order to lift yourself up. No, that's not self-love. That's something that you don't want to be. That's pretty much being vain, you know. Like, you don't want to be vain. You do not want to be vain at all. What I would say is, if someone compliments you, don't put yourself down trying to be humble. Please don't do that. A lot of people do that. I used to do that, but I'm over that because what? Because the more I kept putting myself down, the more I was believing that I was whatever I said. So let's say, oh, somebody said, oh, I like your makeup. And then I'm like, no, I'm just a beginner. No, don't say that. Be like, yeah, I put a lot of effort into it. You know, like, don't do that. Don't put yourself down. Yeah, you don't want to believe that stuff. That's the thing. Your mind is like so strong, and the more you say stuff, the more you believe the stuff that you're saying. So I would recommend like trying to start saying positive things so that, you know, you can start believing the positive things instead of always trying to be negative or always being negative. Also, I recommend staying out of the drama. You don't have to put other females down, other people down, people in general. It don't even have to be females, people. You do not have to put other people down just so that you can lift yourself up. That's not what we want. That is not self-love. No matter what people say, that's not self-love at all. I don't think people say that, but it's not self-love. Boom. Here go a little example, you know what I'm saying? If you have a friend and your friend sitting there talking about somebody, talking about some girl, talking about some, ooh, she thinks she all that and she ugly, she ain't even all that. It's pretty much just a mirror. Don't put yourself in that situation. Don't sit there and talk down on that girl, because what your friend is saying is pretty much like how she feel about herself. So if she's calling somebody ugly, deep down inside, for real, she feel like she's ugly. Like, herself, your friend feel like she is ugly, you know. So also, I want to say that it is very important to have self-love and confidence, because if someone come up to you and call you ugly, but you know that you're not ugly, you just gonna be like, man, they some haters. Like, you just gonna feel like that, because which they are, but it's not gonna faze you because you know that you're pretty, you know you bomb as fuck type shit. But if you deep down inside feel like you're ugly and they come to you and tell you that you're ugly, you're going to get mad and you're going to go back and forth with them. That's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yes, all this stuff is pretty much like your mindset. If you know that the first thing you always think is negative, then try to figure out something to say that's positive. And if you can't figure out something to say that's positive, then you don't need to be speaking at all. Let's say you see this girl and you notice that her wig is lopsided and her edges are crusty. You do not have to be like, her wig is crusty. Like, what is you saying that stuff for? Because if you really have self-love, you would not be sitting here talking about the next person, because you're so focused on yourself. Like, I don't know, that's just how I am. But yeah, like, What is you focusing on the next person? Like, I'll be like, I look at him, I'll be like, And then, like, if you want to say something to the girl, then say something positive. Because the more you speak out positive things, the more positive you become. You know, like, you start having positive thoughts. Instead of saying them stuff about her wig and edges, look at her and see something that's positive you could say about her. Like, maybe you like her outfit. Tell her you like her outfit, you know. Tell her you like her eyes, you like her eyes. Don't always say the negative stuff. Like, just because you think it don't mean it have to be like, you have to say it type stuff. So, I know with social media, make it hard for people to love themselves because you're constantly comparing yourself to the next person. It's natural. Like, everybody does it until they don't, you know, until they figure out ways to not do it. That's just what social media does. But you need to figure out ways to stop doing that because you will never be that person that you're comparing yourself to. Maybe she take like really good pictures. She got the right poses. She got all of that stuff. You're constantly putting yourself down because you're not reaching her standards. Like, you're not at the same level that she's at. Like, don't do that. Don't compare yourself because you will never be that person. So there's no point in even comparing yourself at all to that person. Like, I don't compare myself to nobody, honestly. I'm just me. Like, that's just how it is, you know. Confident in the skin that I'm in, confident in all of this stuff, you know. I did my makeup, y'all. Y'all like it? I like it. Period. I always get like that. I always admire myself because, yeah, it don't matter. Like, people confuse self-love with being conceited when in reality it's not really you being conceited. It's really you just freaking loving yourself. They see it as conceited because of the fact that they lack in the self-love department. Let people talk, honestly. Just let them talk because you know what you are, you know what you do, you know all of this stuff. Don't let what people say phase you unless they just getting out of hand. You gotta throw them paws on them. No, don't throw them paws on them. You too pretty to be doing all that. Just let them talk. You have to understand, people have like different types. Like, I might like the color blue. You might not like the color blue. I might like pancakes. You might not like pancakes. You might like waffles. Like, everybody have different types. So that's why you really cannot get mad at somebody who don't like you, or you can't get mad that people are not interested in the same thing that you're interested in. Everybody's just different. Like, there's too many people in the world. Everybody is different. You cannot expect everybody to like you, and if the sooner you learn that, the better your life is going to be, and the more you won't try and seek validation. That's probably going to be my next episode, validation, seeking validation, because you don't need to be doing that. I have to teach. The thing is, I taught myself all of this stuff that I am teaching you guys. I taught myself by actually sitting back, observing everything that I've been doing, and be like, no, what is you doing? Like, don't do that. And then I went and I researched on how I can change myself from doing all of these things that I'm doing, things that I didn't like that I was doing. You can easily do that. You have Google, you have like all of these resources, you have YouTube, which you're on this video right now, so obviously you trying to learn some things, you know, period, and you're on the right track. You are on the right track. Yeah, like I said, with confidence, excuse them dogs, that's my neighbor dogs. But yeah, with confidence, you pretty much just have to fake it till you make it. Honestly, and I spoke on this earlier in the video, so I'm not about to speak on this again, but that's pretty much what it is. Then the last thing that I would recommend is having a role model, a female role model, somebody that you look up to. It will really help your life gets better. But I wouldn't say like have a role model to try to be like your role model. No, I would just say like have somebody that you like really look up to type stuff. Role model could be anybody. It could be a celebrity, it could be your cousin, it could be your mom, it could be like anybody, your friend, you know. It really could. Yeah. That is the end of this episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what type of topics that you want to see in my next episode, and I will be sure to get it out there for you guys. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Can't wait till I get rich so y'all can tell me that I'm selfish, but I got it by myself. Can't nobody say they help.